Okay, I'm going to be recording this class. I was requested to record it by my boss. But no worries, that shouldn't affect any of you. Welcome to yoga. So excited you're here today with me on this snowy day. We are going to start in a reclined butterfly position. So if you do want something to support your legs, maybe if you have a couple cushions or a couple blocks, you could have those underneath the legs, just as support to kind of let the body come into more of a release, more of a relaxation. If you don't have props, no worries. And if that feels too extreme for you this morning to start in a starting position, you're welcome to just extend the legs long, or another option would also be bring the feet wide and let the thighs rest against one another. I will be in butterfly position, so soles of the feet together, knees wide. Gently close the eyes, take a little lift of that heart, tuck the shoulder blades underneath so you have a nice open heart. We'll bring the hands to the belly, breathing into the belly. Big open mouth, exhale out. Again, breathing in through the nose. Big open mouth, sigh out. And one more cleansing breath. And gently sealing the lips, breathing in and out of the nose. Feeling that breath expand in the belly. And taking some time here to check in with your mind, your body, your spirit, noticing and observing. Just notice how you're feeling today, mentally, emotionally, physically. Just playing the role of the observer, not placing any judgment on it, but just noticing and observing. And bring one of those hands to the heart. We'll feel the breath move through the whole torso from belly all the way up to the heart. And exhaling from the heart all the way down to the belly. Moving into that nice deep breath. Long, deep inhales, long, deep exhales. A couple more rounds of breath. And gently blink the eyes open, bring the hands to the inner thighs. If you're in a butterfly, we'll press into one thigh and then release, and then press the hand into the other thigh and create a little rocky motion as you press one side and then the other. Just kind of shifting those legs from side to side, rocking in the hips. And then gentle pressure on both hands to thighs. And bringing the hands to the outsides of the thighs, we'll close those legs together. Bring the knees into the chest. Take a little rock side to side as you wrap those hands around the shins. And hug around that right shin. Extend long through that left leg. Press through the ball of the foot. And then open the knee. Hug that leg into the chest, into the shoulder. Then begin to flex the feet toward the face. Another nice deep breath into the belly. Bring the leg through center. Reach the toes up to the sky. Point through the toe, flex through the foot. Support the leg, reaching behind the thigh. And circle through the ankle. and reverse. Tuck the chin towards the chest, scoop up the belly, activate through the core, round the shoulders off the mat, let the hands slide up the leg. Nose comes toward the knees and we'll reach through both toes, maybe floating that bottom leg. See if you can keep a nice active core, scoop of the belly as you float those hands toward the bottom leg. Keep that nice reach and hold for 3 breaths here. And we'll bring the knees into the chest again. Take a little rock side to side and circle. And hug that left knee, left shin into the heart. Press through the ball of the right foot. We'll open the knee out to the side, hug the knee and compress the hip flexor. And flex the feet toward the face. And bring the leg through center, reach the toes up to the sky, point and flex. Circles. Scoop out the belly, round through the upper back. Hand slides up the leg, active through the toes. Floating the bottom leg if you wish. Nice strong core. Hold that scoop as you reach toward the bottom leg. And release that down, bend both knees. Bring those arms to cactus. We'll take an easy twist, letting the legs drop to one side. Gaze away from the knees, reach long through that arm. Extend through the fingers, through the elbow, reach through the fingers. Feel a nice stretch from the chest all the way out through the fingers. And again, bring the arms to cactus arms, bring the knees through center, let them drop to the other side. Again, reach long through those fingers, maybe even an upward angle, find a nice stretch. And again, bring the knees through center, reach around the shins, rolling like a ball, keep that circle connection. Don't let the body open. Bring the elbows to the thighs, continue the roll. And we'll press into the feet, hands can assist. Lifting up, finding chair pose. Sink in the hips, hug that belly in, nice long tailbone. Long back of neck. A couple more breaths, feel legs warming, the core warming. And let's press to stand, big reach. And exhale into chair. One more nice breath in chair. And we'll press through the legs, big reach. One more time, 3 breaths in chair. Sink a little deeper. Press through those feet, big reach overhead. Arrow mudra, point through the index fingers, wrap the other fingers and thumbs. Take a reach up and over, a little side bend. Arms by the ears. And inhale, lift through center. Exhale, side bend, other side. And inhale, reach. Let's bring the palms together, dive it down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flatten. And exhale, forward fold. Take a little yogi toe lock onto the toes, wrap those fingers around the bottom of the toes, thumbs on top. Bend the elbows wide. And straighten the legs any amount. Holding up the hips, try to bring the weight a little bit forward towards the balls of the feet. One more nice breath. And bend the knees, roll up through the spine. Big reach overhead, upward salute. Wrap those thumbs together and press wide with the arms. Bring those ears, kind of bring them back so that, or not ears, bring the upper arms back in line with the ears. Keep that belly hugged in. And then we'll open the elbows wide, cactus arms, baby back bend, reach the heart. And inhale, reach the arms, Tadasana or upward salute. And exhale, cactus arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach. And this time, swan dive, folding at the hips, diving it down, hug the belly in. Inhale, half lift, lengthen and fold, or lengthen and flatten, exhale, forward fold. This time, pick up the toes, bring those hands under the feet, palms up, give the toes a little wiggle, bend the elbows wide. And straighten the legs any amount. Another nice breath. And release those feet one at a time. We'll bend the knees, roll up to the spine. Big inhale, reach. And exhale, swan dive, dive it down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flatten. Exhale, forward fold. Hands find the mat. Step it back to plank. 3 breaths in plank. Nice active body. Activate through all the muscles, press the ground away. And chaturanga here, knees or toes. We'll do our high-low tricep push-up. Inhale into cobra, up dog. Reverse tricep push-up to downward dog. Walk through the feet. Find that nice downward dog, lift the tail. Reach through the fingers. Open through the armpits. Couple more breaths, downward dog. A nice stretch all the way in the hamstrings, the back, and the shoulders. And let's bend the knees, gaze forward, little hop to the top of the mat. Sink the hips low, we'll find chair. 2 more breaths in chair. And let's do some chair twists. Take a little rotate toward the right, tap the elbow. And inhale, lift through center. And we'll reverse. Exhale, chair twist to the left, tapping the elbow. And we'll just take a little move side to side. Inner twist. And one more time each side. Come to a center in our chair. We'll press the palms behind, lift those heels. 3 breaths in balanced chair. Strong ankles. Scooping out the belly, strong core. Nice and stable. And release those heels. Big inhale, reach up. And exhale, chair. Let's do that again. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair. One more big reach. And palms come together. We're going to bend the elbows for eagle arms. Take that right arm and we're going to bring it underneath the left. Hands can go to the shoulders or the midline. Upper arms are parallel with the floor and press the hands away. Feel a nice deep stretch in the upper body. Press those shoulders down. Another nice breath with our eagle arms. Take a bend of those knees. Find a little baby bend. Find your balance. Same leg as bottom arm. So tap that right leg out to the side. We're going to take a nice wrap, wrapping once to tap down or twice as more of a balance challenge around the ankle for our eagle. So sinking in those hips, finding a spot to gaze at, steady the mind. Elbows and knees in the same direction. We're going to add to our balance challenge here. Bring those elbows a little closer to the knee. We're going to see if we can keep the wrap of the upper body as we unwrap the leg into warrior three. So visualize that in your mind. When you're ready, unwrap that top leg and reach the toe behind. Activate through the toe. If you lose your balance, you can tap down. If you want to unwind the arms, you always can do that, but see if you can keep those arms in eagle. For another breath. Take a little bend of that front knee. We'll float the leg behind. Finding high crescent lunge. Unwrap those arms. Big reach overhead in high crescent lunge. Hug that belly in. Gaze lifts to the hands. Nice and active in the back leg. Extend through the heel. And let's open out warrior two. Reaching those fingers wide, gaze over the fingers. Sink deep. You can always lengthen your stance on the mat. And I'm just going to flip around here. On that nice warrior two. And we'll straighten the front leg, palms tap overhead. And exhale, palms down, warrior two. With your breath, inhaling, reaching. Lengthening, straightening. Exhale, bending, sinking. Keep those arms right by the ears as they reach overhead. And let's do one more. Again, nice deep sink in that warrior two, active through that front glute, pressing the knee wide. And that back arm reaches forward, palms face one another. So we're rotating the torso, bend that elbow, let the gaze trace the elbow. And again, we'll reach it forward. And that rotate, exhale, pull. Nice reach. And pull in a little archer. Let's do one more. Pull the elbow behind. Gaze follows the elbow, and then we'll reach through the fingers. Let the arm drop to the back thigh. We'll reach the front arm overhead. Reverse warrior. And straighten that front leg, reverse triangle. Lifting those front ribs up to the sky. From reverse triangle, we'll move into regular triangle. You can keep the front leg straight, or you can also bend the knee, moving through warrior two into triangle. Straighten that front leg, keep the hips back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Try to lengthen through the spine, opening through the hip. Nice deep breath in triangle. And bend that front knee. We'll lift back through warrior two. That back arm's going to reach down to the ground and reach up through center as we lift the back heel, squaring our body forward. Back into that high crescent lunge. You can always widen your stance here with the feet. And exhale, javelin. Nice long diagonal. Inhale, reach. And exhale, javelin. I'm just going to turn back around here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, javelin. One more reach. And javelin. Take a nice shoulder roll, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Reach those palms towards one another, nice open heart. Squeezing those palms together. And we'll reach the arms overhead, palms find one another, bend the elbows wide. Begin to rotate forward that front knee in our little lunging twist. Active through the heel, lightweight on that bottom arm. I can even float my torso or float the elbow. Slow the breath. And also open the arms, reaching from top to bottom. Ooh, that adds a little extra balance challenge. And we're going to step it forward to a twisted chair. Take that gaze down to the big toe. And when you're ready, gently step that back foot to the front. And we'll inhale, lift. Exhale, chair twist. So back to our twisted chairs that we started with. Lifting and rotating. And again, side to side. And we'll come through center, press the palms back, float the heels, balanced chair. Couple more breaths in our balance. And release those heels, big reach overhead. Exhaling into chair. And again, reach. And exhale into chair. One more reach. And we'll bend the elbows this time, other side. So left elbow underneath the right. For eagle arms, either to the shoulders or to the midline, pressing those shoulders down. Forearms parallel with the floor, pressing the fingers away. And take a little bend in the knees. Find your balance. Find your balance in that right foot will tap that left foot out to the side. And when you're ready, wrapping once or twice. Woo, wrapping once or twice into that eagle. Sinking the hips in our little one-legged chair. Relax the mind. Slow the breath. And see if you can go a little deeper. Bring those elbows closer to the knees. And visualize in your mind, unwrapping that top leg, reaching it behind. For warrior three, activate through that toe. Modification is just unwrapping the arms, reaching in airplane. See if you can hold one more breath. To come out, we'll find high crescent lunge, bend that front knee, toe finds the mat. Unwrap the arms, big reach overhead. Nice and active through the back leg, squaring the body forward. And we'll open out warrior two on the other side here. Nice long warriors two, lengthen that stance. Reach through the arms, strong arms. Hug the belly in. Another nice breath. And we'll straighten through the front leg, reach the arms overhead, and exhale into warrior two. Continue with the breath, reaching overhead and sinking into warrior two. Big long reach. And one more time, resting in warrior two. Nice strong warrior. And that back arm reaches forward, rotate in the torso, palms together, and pull the elbow behind. And reach. And rotate. Let's do one more. Pull that elbow back and reach to the fingers. And we'll drop that hand down, reach the arm up and back, reverse warrior. Lift the gaze to that top arm and then straighten that front leg, reverse triangle. Big reach up to the sky. And from here, we'll move into regular triangle. You can move through a bent knee, or you can keep that front leg straight. It's up to you, either coming through warrior two or going right into triangle, straightening the front leg, kicking the hip back, reaching through the fingers, open hip. One more nice breath. From triangle, we're just lifting back into warrior two. Bend that front knee, pick up the torso, find that warrior two. Back arm reaches down to the ground, up through center as we lift the back heel. We can find parallel feet in our high crescent lunge, adjusting the feet, and exhale into javelin. A few more with the breath. Nice and active in those legs. And javelin and hold, take a big shoulder roll. Reach those palms behind, palms together. Open through the heart, open through the collarbones. And reach those arms overhead. Palms come together, bend the elbows wide, lengthen and rotate toward that front knee. Find that lunging twist, strong torso, maybe opening the arms. If you're opening the arms, use that leverage to rotate those ribs, bottom ribs up toward the sky. Find more rotation. And hands come together, gaze down at that big toe. We're gonna step it forward. When you're ready, step that foot forward to our twisted chair. And we'll come through center, twist other side. And again, each side. And press through the feet, big inhale, reach up. We're gonna step the feet wide. Moving into yogi squat. We'll dive it down. Forward fold, step those feet back a little bit, angle those toes out. So kind of getting set up here for our yogi squat. Bend the knees wide. You might need to adjust the feet to get the right distance. Sink in those hips, elbows, press the legs wide, palms come together, nice long spine. Lengthen from seat to tail for yogi squat. And we'll take a couple more breaths. To release from yogi squat, we're gonna find a boat. So simply bring the seat to the ground and bring the legs up, lift the heart. You can always use hands behind the thighs to find that nice lift of the heart. If you can keep the heart lifted, reach the arms. And release it down. And we're going to just take a little rock side to side. And we're going to move into cow face legs here. So let's start with the right leg on top. So bend that right knee up, walk the left leg underneath. And we're going to try to stack the thighs and the knees. If you're tight in the hips, the heels can go closer to the seat. You can also sit on a cushion or block to make more space. My thighs are stacked, but knees are stacked. My feet are reaching in opposite directions. Hard to see because I'm all black right here, but take that top leg, we're gonna say, take that same arm, so right arm reaches up, Hands behind the back. Or cow face one-sided, catch that elbow. And try not to round forward in the spine here. We want to stay nice and lifted with the head and the spine. And you might be able to do full, reaching the other arm behind, reaching the fingers toward one another, or using a strap to assist if you have one. And the fingers might not reach, we're just working towards that. And we can always take a slight forward fold, keeping that flat spine. And release the arms, bring that top arm across the body, press the shoulder down, still in that hinge forward. And lift the torso, we'll take that top leg, open it out to the side for a little one-legged butterfly, square the body toward the leg, and we can fold toward that leg with a flat back. Catching the foot or the shin, or if you have a strap, lassoing it around the foot. And lift through the torso. That long leg is going to become the bottom leg. So bend that left knee up to the sky, tuck the right leg underneath, and then bring that left leg across, find the seat. Our legs are crossed and stacked, feet reaching in opposite directions. Same side arm as top leg reaches up, pats yourself on the back, catch the elbow overhead, or half, or reach behind for full. Try to relax. Maybe hinge forward. And release that top arm, bring it across the chest, shoulder down. Give it a little stretch, still folding slightly forward, feeling that stretch in the hips still. And open that top leg out to the side. So you're in a one-legged butterfly, square the body toward the leg, fold over the leg, flat back. One more breath. And this time we'll just transition right to the belly. So come onto the belly for supine. For locust pose, lengthen through those legs, reach through the toes, float the knees, float the hands, float the heart, float the belly, reach those fingers toward the feet, maybe float the legs as well. For locust, you could always bind the arms. And we'll hold and breathe. Keep that little hug of the belly. And then begin to bend the knees. See if you can catch the tops of the feet for a quad stretch, pulling them into the glutes, or even lifting into half bow, reaching the toes up to the sky, arcing through the back, belly hugged in, roll slightly forward. Try to keep the knees kind of hip distance. And release down. Hands come to the mat. Press yourself back. And then we're going to bring the knees close together, heels wide. And see if you can sit in between your heels for hero's pose. If this is difficult, again, you could sit on a block or cushion. And you can either just simply sit upright, letting the hands rest on the sides, or you can see if you can bring the hands behind the hips to the palms, or maybe even down to the elbows, or all the way down. So just finding where you'd like to pause. Slow the breath. We'll take a couple more breaths. And coming out how we came. If you're all the way down, coming to the forearms. If you're on the forearms, coming to the palms. And then coming back to seated. We're going to unwrap one of our legs. So I'm going to face forward here. So from hero's pose, simply bring one knee wide and bring that foot forward. So you might just have the shin to the mat, or you might have the ability to bring that foot all the way to the hip crease. So either to the hip crease or just resting on the mat. We're going to take a twist toward this top leg, bringing the hand to the knee, lengthen through the spine, and rotate that back arm as a little kickstand as we reach those ribs behind us. You might even be able to wrap that hand around the back, catching that front toe. I'm not feeling quite that flexible right now, so I can't, but you might be able to. Roll open through that shoulder. And release that twist. We're going to open through this other knee, switch to the other side. So bring that leg back into our hero. So it's almost like a Z-sit stretch, or if you can bring that foot to the crease of the hip, we're rotating toward this top leg. Take a lengthen and rotate. Maybe wrapping that arm around, catching the foot. And release. Take a lengthen of those legs out in front of you. Find the sit bones for staff pose. Find that nice hinge back position. And maybe this feels like enough work just to work on lifting in the posture muscles, flexing through the feet, find a nice seated lift. Or if you wish to fold forward, take a nice inhale. Exhale, fold forward, reaching to the shins or the toes. Flat back to start. And then you can relax. Let those arms relax, let the back round. Just relax over those legs. And come up through the torso. We'll bend the knees and resist as you lay down onto the back. Heels close to the fingertips. Start with spinal imprint, tucking the tail, imprinting the spine. Take some rocks back and forth with the pelvis. Tipping that pelvis to noon, and then tipping it down to 6. Rocking back and forth, or maybe even circling through all the numbers on the pelvic clock. Take a little roll in the pelvis and reverse. And come to neutral. We'll take a spinal imprint, heel and lift those hips. Knees stay parallel, lifting the heart, lifting the chin. Try to find some lift in that thoracic spine. Tucking onto the triceps, maybe finding an arm bind. Nice and active in the underside body. One more nice breath. And as you lay down, think about lengthening as you start from the top of the spine, rolling down, growing longer. Bring the feet wide and then lay the thighs against one another. Relax the back. And open those knees, let the knees drop to one side. So they're pinwheel, the feet are kind of in a little pinwheel formation. You can bring that heel to the outside thigh. For a supine twist, arms can reach overhead. Gaze can be away from the knees. And release that foot, bring the knees up through center, let that pinwheel go to the other side, heel to thigh. Arms can stay reaching overhead or on a low angle. One more breath. Let's bring the knees up through center, hug them into the chest, reach to the outside shins, circle through the hips, drawing little circles with the knees. And reverse. Take a little rock side to side and hug and circle. And reverse. Rock side to side, open the body, rock all the way across the back. And we'll reach through the knees, grab the feet, happy baby. Flatten and lengthen the back. Yogi toe lock onto those toes, extend through one leg, reach it out to the side. And reverse to the other side, bend that knee, extend the other leg. And maybe you can do both at the same time for straddle stretch. Still thinking about a flat back. And take a little rock and roll up to seated. We'll bend the knees wide. Find the sit bones, lengthen through the spine. Hands to thighs. Take a moment here to notice, checking in with the body. Notice the mind, notice the body, the breath. Deep breathing. Just be present in the breath in this moment. And we'll finish our practice together. Take a big inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. The light and the teacher in me bows down with deep respect and gratitude to the light and teacher in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the snow. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Bliss, so much. Bye.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye.